want to finish this song, no matter how many times it crashes. It crashed 1,000,000 times, they're just going to open it up 1,000,001 times. DSL is easy to find out since it has 1/10 upload speed than download. Okay. Send me a picture of the plug that's on the end of the cable coming into your home. And I'll tell you which cable it is. It is 100% a coax cable plugging into the modem. It's the, I'll show you. Yeah, it's this thing right here. What's that thing going into the cable? That gives us our internet, that right there. And then we just from the modem we use um the the Ethernet, the LAN cables, Ethernet cables to plug it in. So I don't know, but I guess I got to do some research and find out like what exactly it is, because that's a good to know. All right, I have to go for real. Hey, for Duvets, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You have a coax connection. Okay, then that's what it is. You are correct. You can have either Ethernet or if it's HDMI. Yeah, there's Wi-Fi on it, but I'm directly plugged in. I never liked doing things on Wi-Fi unless I guess the Wi-Fi is like crazy good or something. You know what I mean? But yeah. This little preview thing is also pretty cool too. The sample preview window down here at the bottom. That wasn't in 20. So, I mean, I really like that because I have a dedicated sampler plugin just to control the volume because how ridiculously loud it is inside of the things. So, it's pretty awesome. I like that a lot. Good. Do not trust Wi-Fi. Yes, I don't, man. It's always cable unless, like my phone, I'll use Wi-Fi, whatever. Presuming the amount of time your stream went down, I would say your modem's restarted. Maybe that's what it was. Interesting. What time is it? It was right about 1 o'clock. It's 1:10 p.m. right now. You might be onto something. Like, I think it happens around this time. Like, every day or every other day or something. I just never really paid attention to the time that it happens. So it's actually a good thing. Like, maybe it just goes down just to like a maintenance break type of thing, you know? If someone messed with one of the amplifiers on the line, setting the levels, it can cause stuff like this. I don't know. I don't know like why, but it does. It's just above my like expertise, like just above what I know about um uh what I know about internet stuff. So it just is for me. I'm just at the mercy of it, Like if it happens, it happens, and then hopefully it doesn't. But I'd like to think that it's um like maybe it's like a reset or something. It's just really random. I'm not really sure why. I work on coaxial networks. I'm a telecommunications technician, aka the cable guy. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, nice. I'm glad you're a subject matter expert on it, man. Like, yeah, that's why I couldn't really get specific because I am definitely not an expert. I just know like a coax. I know an Ethernet cable, and I know that's really about it. Like, and I know it's like a cable modem, and there's lights on it, and lights have to be on, and like I know like the simple like elementary stuff, but like when it comes to like troubleshooting, I couldn't begin to know what to do. Like I would definitely be like, oh, let's call somebody, tell them to walk me through this. But it's nothing I can really do like personally, like it's not really like in my up to me to fix it. You know what I mean? I want to add a little like pizzazz at the end of this little 8-note thing. Oh my god, I think that's the sound I wanted right there. Oh, did it crash? It crashed, dude. It crashed. Oh my god. It's just random, like gotta love it, right? Got to love it. Yep. Sorry, it's a lot of this, but I mean, it is what it is. Yay, they were saved at the same time, so it don't matter. Wait. That's the wrong one, that's why. Can't show all the secrets, No, I'm just kidding. Let's see, it's the wrong one. Let's see. 109. So I got one that was 2 minutes past. Dang it. That was like 5 minutes ago. It's every time it's getting me. It is getting me at like every time. Like right when I don't save is right when it crashes. It's like it knows. It knows. I'm gonna finish this, but man, if it keeps crashing, I might just have to like try to start a new one or something. I think maybe it's just like a bug in a sample or something, like I don't know what it is. I might have to hit up the forums or something, like really try to figure it out. Okay, so I was adding, I think it just took away where I was adding the hats. Yeah. Ugh. Now I don't even remember. I think it was this one and this one. All right, it added them. We are getting somewhere. Oh, that's not it. Boy, do I have the Control S, mashing that down now. Okay. Okay, I like that. Let's turn these down a little bit. And that's just a little loud, a little pizzazz thing. I work on 3 different kinds of coaxial cables frequently, but there are 2 others I meet with a lot. I hate the most. Subtypes. Those can drive me crazy. When you want to see a tri-shield RGB cable, but you find a dual shield or worse, RG59 cable, oh man, that can cause a ton of problems. Yep. You're definitely out of my area of expertise. I have no idea. I'm going to take your word for it, my friend. Do you use the control plugins too, like P controller or formula controller? Yeah, I do. Just not very often. But I do. I use it when I'm making like I used to use P controller for side chaining. I still actually use it sometimes for like melody specific side chains or something where like as something's playing, something else needs to go down, or I use it to create just an LFO. That's how you had to create an LFO for a while for things. Like now I think you can do it on a couple of different plugins, but and then formula controller, I love using that to invert the signal. So like, as you're turning something up, you want something else to turn down. You use a formula controller to invert the signal coming in to flip it, and it does that for you. So I do that quite a bit when I'm making like patcher presets or something. But typically though, like, I just like to produce, you know what I mean? So like it's kind of rare I get like super super technical with things unless it's like a specific reasoning, like a lot of times I don't need to, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking though, I like this little melodic element of the guitar here. What I'll do is sort of play around with what I got going on here. Okay, let's do this. Cause can I just group? I shouldn't have grouped that. All right, I'm actually just gonna make this unique, and then let's see. Yeah, there we go. Let's do something like this. like that. And I might already have a sound that's doing something similar, but we'll see. Let's Control S. God, I can't forget to save. And hardstyle, I have to use the peak control to make the crunch really interesting. Oh, cool. To flip automation values, just use the link to controller. And yeah, I know you can flip it that way, but it doesn't. That's not why I use it. Like, I'll show you an example here. So like here I have one knob that's controlling two different things. And in the map here, you can see it's really simple, but you can still see it. I have an inversion that's going to the volume, which turns the volume that's getting applied to the reverb down as the reverb's getting turned up from one knob. So like as this reverb is turning up, the wet is turning up, but what's happening is it's turning the gain of it down as it's going in. So like, yeah, I could do this on the playlist, but that would require me to have 2 automation clips to do it. Or I would have to like, I don't know, basically that's why you use patchers, to make it all like kind of all-in-one friendly at the things behind the surface. So I'm very aware though, you can just literally like edit the automation clip and edit the target control. So like we could do that, and we can actually just go here and just go invert it like that, which I do that sometimes too, but not very often, because I don't want this to not make sense, like that'll make it. So I do it sometimes, but like that's not using the formula controller. That's just using the automation clip. Like I know it has its own internal formula controller, but like I was thinking you meant like the actual plugin formula controller, into which, yeah, I like to use it for inversions like this, which is the same thing. Or I might do it where it where it like has like a couple things, but usually if it's something I need to do, then I look it up on the forums, because it's very, very high chance that somebody's done exactly what I'm trying to do. And I just find it out from there, and then I just go from there. You know what I mean? So that's typically what I usually go for. And then if I can't figure it out, then I'd like try to get even more complex with it if I have to, Sometimes I use multiplications and divisions in there to make automation less intense on that parameter. Yeah, makes sense. In Patcher, I use formula controller too. Yeah, exactly. Like you pretty much are going to reach for it, at some point, but it's still fine. Like I think there's so many different ways to skin a cat, so like you could approach any of these automation techniques in many different ways. So it's up to you. Like, do you want to approach it that way? Do you want to, oh, I love filtered it. Okay. So I'm actually going to have to automate the cutoff here. It always freezes before like some like major action though. So I got to like keep that in mind. Okay. Chords 1, filter freak. Let's see. Okay. might do here is, as the automation is turned all the way down, we'll lower the volume a little bit on the Mod X, like so, just so that it's not like super prominent. I mean, I also could do a couple of things. Oh, hang on a second. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit so that way when it's down low, the volume is lower as well. And then maybe like a little post EQ action, just drag some of the mids down just a hair. Something like that. Like I do have some like, yeah, I have some like melodic elements here, but I might actually just try those first. Stop being too complicated. Yeah, that works. Now I want to send you a vid. Oh, you can. Yeah, you can send it. Turn that up a little bit. Where? Yeah, let me see. Oh, wow. I can't remember. There's like a way you can do things, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've like had to mess around with Twitch stuff. I know I had it like where you couldn't post links because it was like when I streamed years ago, it used to be like non-stop people just going into your chat and saying, listen to my song. And they'll just like keep posting links in your chat, and it was getting like really really frustrating. If I can't figure it out here though, you could just like send me a message like on Facebook or something. I don't know. I can't find it right now. I'll worry about it later. But yeah, you can send it to my artist page. You can send it to me on Instagram. You can send it to me on Soundcloud. You can send it to me anywhere, you know. So just wherever you want. You just can't. You're not gonna be able to post it in here, unfortunately. So I think I had that turned off, where you couldn't share links unless you're like a you know, a, I don't know, moderator or something. So just yeah, just message it to me. I can check it out after I'm done streaming. one silly sound, and it's funny. You can just tell. Make sure everything's in the right spot. It needs like, I don't know what it's called. I think that's good right there. Do I have a 4? Okay, I don't. Maybe I could just add one here. Like a kind of like a bell sound or something. Something like a bell, or which I think I have something in expand that would work. I had a viewer once asked me to do feedback. I told him to send the file to me on Discord, and I'll gladly do feedback. This viewer disappeared. Yeah. It was funny. I once rickrolled a streamer. I don't want to get the risk the same. Playing a dangerous game, my friend. Oh, I bet that guy was really happy about that one, huh? Okay, I like that sounds. Oops. Put it in the right spot here. A little loud, but that's okay. I think I like this bass line better, so goodbye old bass line. And then this comes in, blah blah blah, and then this little piano work comes in, so we can kind of scoop out some of this stuff going on here. Boop, boop. Could probably like erase some stuff just for funsies. See if I like it. Well, that's fine. Go ahead, like right here. I have to remind myself to use a lot more white noise ear candies. Yeah, it's good for like filling spaces, you know. I speak Danish? No, I'm sorry, I don't. Just recognize very little bits and pieces, but not enough to hold a conversation with anybody. Learning a new language would be nice, though. I admire different languages, but I'm pretty much just English. Nope, 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 nope. Wait, yep, nope, 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 yes. Not exactly your site, but I opened a chat with you. It showed me 5 questions. Your messenger just asked me 5 different questions in Danish. Oh, wow. Sorry, man. I don't know why. That's beyond me, my friend. It's probably just like, I don't know, like surveying you, maybe? I don't know. I'll get random surveys from time to time. Yeah, it says you messaged me. No, I don't know. I don't know what that's for. That's Facebook stuff, dude. Was this your song? You just show me your song, or 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes here. Holy clipping, dude. Mastering must be a nightmare. Yeah, it looks like you're side chaining the speed controller. Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Pretty neat stuff. The effects on the crunch. Oh, somebody tagged me in the page post on the group. Give it a love. It's nice of them. Yeah. As far as those questions, I have no idea. I don't know why I did that. The P controller is controlling the frequency boost on the crunch. Oh, I see. Hydrate, posture check, and stretch. All right. Where my water at? I've been hydrating with coffee. Water's good too. Stretching is nice as well. You just realize you have those points. Yeah, man. You get them for being in people's channel. If only you had no issues with coffee. Yeah, I don't know. I just never drank coffee. I just recently, like a couple years, started drinking it. But I drink it completely like just black, nothing in it now. When I first started drinking it, I had to put creamer and stuff in it, but I couldn't really like I don't like everywhere I went, nobody had creamer. So I just learned to deal without creamer. Now it tastes good without it. So C minor. Yeah, I mean it's C minor, but it's not quite C minor because it doesn't use the D. But I don't know. Like I'm not like I don't like know the keys off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to figure it out. But it's definitely not. Try a couple different options here. Nowadays I use C minor a lot. I love it. Yeah, C minor is my favorite key. I do know that, but caffeine has a weird effect on me. Small doses has no effect. Tiny bit larger makes you extremely sleepy. And larger doses makes my heart run like Usain Bolt, and I just stare at whatever's in front of me on the floor. Yeah, it sounds like that's its opposite of what it's supposed to do. And you are correct, my friend. Stay away from that. So no more coffee for me. I love the taste, but my mental health is more important. I agree. Do what's good for your body, good for your health. That's most important. Think I skipped the message. Is that when you say you have PTSD related to coffee? Yeah, sorry. I read them. I don't. Sometimes I don't always say them out loud. But usually I read it all. But sorry, caught it. Yeah, I'll probably miss other things too. Like sometimes my brain goes on a different speed. Like I read it, but my brain is still thinking about what's going on right here. So I'll just be like, poop. But no, it's completely possible. It's completely. You're probably right. I definitely skipped, but I try to respond to them at least in a decent manner. But I do have a little distractive kind of personality, especially when it comes to like music, because things will hit you and you're just like, oh, I got to see how that works, like right now or else. So it kind of happens, but I try to catch them and respond to them and say what's up, in a timely manner at the very least. But sorry if I do in advance, though, if I do skip or miss I know that way of thinking too well. Ah, yes, you are a fellow musician, I see. Once he had a caffeine overdose, the night was a nightmare. Thought I wasn't gonna make it through it. Yeah, one time, uh, when I used to work at a factory, and I bought one of those big giant, because I used to work overnight, like 12-hour shifts overnight. So I bought one of those big, like, I don't even know, things of Rockstar, and I drank it as I was working and stuff, and I had got the biggest caffeine headache of my life, and it was like the worst feeling ever. And I couldn't like drink caffeine for a while after that happened. And this was like, I was like in my late, it's like 18, 19, so it was over 15 years ago. And after that, I've never like drink a lot of caffeine at once. I've always just. So coffee's kind of cool, especially when I drink it black, because I don't drink a lot of it. Like this is like maybe 2 cups worth in this 1 cup here, and I sip on it throughout the day, so I don't like drink it all at once. And since it's like it's kind of bitter, it's black, so I don't like want to just gulp it down. Like I like to sip on it while I'm doing stuff. So that's the only reason why I like it, and it's like the only different flavored thing I drink. Other than that, it's water and maybe like a cup of juice when I eat some breakfast. I don't drink any drinks containing caffeine for half a year. I was like, nah. Yeah, I feel you, man. 9:30 to the next day, constant headaches. Oh yeah, yeah. That sounds like it. High blood pressure, nausea, weakness, all the physiological parts. Yeah. Mm, yeah, man, that sounds miserable. So I'm glad you got through it though. Glad you got through it and you're able to create your music, create your art. And I don't know, sometimes it takes us having things like that happen, you know, to really teach us teach us our limits, you know. It's kind of like we're stress testing our limits. So I do apologize that happened to you though, man, but I'm glad you made it through it. I'm sure you're stronger because of it as well, you know. And yeah, you proved to yourself that you don't need caffeine or anything to get by. You can do just fine. Besides, if at the very worst case, you could probably drink like the caffeinated stuff if you really want the taste. Even though they say decaf still has a little bit of caffeine in it, so you have to be careful. If you're like super sensitive, you would still be able to tell, you know. Something like that. You know. Oh, this happened like 2 years ago. Oh wow, that's pretty recent, my friend. Decaf coffee doesn't taste like real coffee, so I'll skip that too. I don't know. I actually don't think I've had it. I recently just got into drinking coffee like just black, you know, without any kinds of extra stuff in it. So, all right. Well, we made it through some semblance of an arrangement.